Best to keep it no religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Go in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 5-1. Hey, Haywood. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Play tight. 44 is Mike. Play tight.
To throw is Breeze. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. They're
a little bit more careful.
Yeah,
13. Mike's 50, Mike. Hey, orbit. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Ready, catch.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. He'll let it fly in the direction again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 67 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Rip right. Hey, caller. 15. I got one.
Now Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 69 yards. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good.
Next to score, Chiefs 7, Saints 6. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yellow lady.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, kill.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 57 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13, Chiefs 7. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 41 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Saints 20, Chiefs 7. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
And now here comes Kansas City. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, South.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Past the 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides of this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Here we go, 21.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Set, 5'8", 59. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the buses.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Drew Brees does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes for him now. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
27, Chiefs 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They begin the drive with Williams. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. A.J. Klein on the tackle there.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
You kill. Mike 50. Mike 50. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You kill. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I got you, son.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Kill. Man, I got you.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And now here comes Kansas City. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times?
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They've got to be saying, boy, thanks for this field position.
Yeah, remember their last drive in which they scored a touchdown. That one also began in excellent field position, so let's see if they can capitalize a second time.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing on second down, Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ready? 5-9.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here's Breeze to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now here comes Kansas City. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Mahomes now to throw, and that's off the mark, incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Looking to throw is Mahomes, and that'll be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
47's the mic.
Mahomes to throw once more. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. On 4th down is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Marcus Sherrill's deep for the Saints. Sherrill's to return it. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the 2nd half here with Williams. Look at the spin.
Balance.
A big play there for KC. 43 yards on the ground. So you got the lead here in the 2nd half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like them.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Williams. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Mahomes firing complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Hyde. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Check, 47. Charlie. Both sevens the mic.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
He He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Looking to go back to Thomas again. Third down here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player, not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. They pick up 11 in addition to moving the chains.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready? You ready? Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a second and 5 now from the 25.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing. Here we go. Switch. Check 9. 12. Easy.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
They gonna need some therapy. Hey, kill.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Incomplete. Rashard Matthews the intended target, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
We're good. I4, ready. Switch.
Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to air it out deep for Math, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 28.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Set, 5'8". 59. Hey, get away with it. Kill. Kill.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 26. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Going up top. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hill. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
44, Mike, 44. Hey, watch the out. Bofo's the Mike. Mike's Bofo. Nice, sweet. 43. 44's the Mike. 44's Mike. Check. Crunch time, defense.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete here. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Easy, opposite.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Kamara running right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Drew Brees turning back the clock. 5 touchdown passes for him on the afternoon. And the Saints add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Bloods to try to add the PAT. And the lead is now 13. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go. Let's do this.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First play of the drive, a success. 19 yards.
A gain of 19 yards.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Williams. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear that the Saints are going to win this football game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, easy. Over. Check it out, Reed. 36. Hey, box drop. 44 to Mike. 44 to Mike. Check. Let's go, defense.
Bree's going to throw here. Left side, caught by Matthews. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5-9. First down. Too low,
First and 10 at the 31.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, easy.
On first down, Breeze. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
Now, I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.